Welcome to Profile Traders. This is Reza, and we are covering the market analysis for Friday, the November 27th. So what we are witnessing here is pretty much a market that is stuck in a very tight trading range at the top of a very scary daily chart, which is the one that you are witnessing right now, right here. And as we are looking at it here, we can see that we have gone up like a rocket to the sky. And now we are reaching points where there is no more buying power big enough to make it go higher. But on the other hand, there is also zero interest from the sellers to take profit. Also, what we can notice is that the volume is definitely lagging greatly behind price, which is telling us this market, despite the fact that it has gone up parabolically, it has brought very little broad participation on the upside. Technically, they say when a market goes up at this angle, as you can witness it in here, as you will witness it in the current leg, when it gets destroyed, it will drop as fast and as furious and as of a steep angle as it went up. So now we are kind of trying to exit this several rotation session to the downside, as we did close towards the bottom end range of the day, and the real break to the downside will be initiated if we break and exit out of 2060. If we exit out of 2060, then our next target is 2051, and then below that there is another POC at 2029.5. Once again, I strongly believe this market is due for a serious correction based on this last parabolic move up, and it could happen at any given day without any given warning and without any given signal. Therefore, watch very carefully now a break below 2060 to exit out of this current rotation, and of course on the upside 2075.5 is the upper part of the bracket. Therefore, we are now in a trading range going from 2060 to 2075.5. Any break above 2075.5, I believe, will fail. We have pretty much already included in price every possible bullish scenario and other scenarios favorable to the market into price. You cannot tell me that even a 15% rate of growth is not anticipated already in this price. Pretty much everything and anything euphoric has been anticipated into this price, has been projected into this price, but 0% of unfavorable possible impact geopolitically, internally, economically, none of that is being priced in. Therefore, be very careful where the market only focuses on phony baloney positives and totally ignores reality. At some point it will catch up, and especially when it has gone up the way that it has gone up. Now, most interestingly of all markets, crude, while everybody was busy with Thanksgiving, etc., they destroyed. I mean, When you talk about destruction, this is what you're looking at. They destroyed, they eliminated, they annihilated, they massacred, they genocide oil. So now price is even down to $65 a barrel. Let me tell you one thing. It is a great thing for the consumers. It is a great thing for the corporations that heavily rely on the price of oil. But as you know, in life, everything has consequences. The fact that oil is now at $65, it will greatly disrupt one of the most vibrant sector of the US economy, which is this shale oil production. Many will close door. The sector will go into a recession. There will be disruption in terms of supply, and it will have catastrophic effect for oil and oil product sector all over the world. Now they are saying it's a fight between the Saudis and the US oil shale companies. They want to bring price down to a point where US cannot compete anymore. I have no idea how much of that is true. All I know is that whatever and whoever was behind the destruction of these physical assets, such as oil, such as gold, has been doing a magnificent job. Magnificent. At what point $65, I mean, let's not joke around. At what point it is going to become so dirt cheap that the downside will start to get limited? I believe we should be getting close to it. What we are witnessing here is, of course, not an adjustment of price towards supply. It's also tons and tons of hedge funds, of investment entities literally went out of business and lost hundreds of millions of dollars of investment. And what you witness in these long, narrow profiles down, these are all forced liquidation, margin calls, businesses going out, hedge funds closing, forced to liquidate their holding. So don't be too excited that this is all a reflection of supply and demand. This also is a lot of emotional impact in price because of all the liquidations and all these investment firms that were heavily invested in oil going out of business. How much further will it drop? We shall see. But right now it is in an absolute, if you want to look at a crashing market, this is what a crash is, my friends. This is what a crash is. You are looking at a chart of a crash. And one day you're going to wake up and this is exactly what you are going to witness with that rat hole paper market called the US stock market. And here you can see also that volume is being in coordination with price, unlike what we saw in ES. So it is looking horrible, terrible, plain old crash. Therefore, I cannot make any projections in such an emotional market. It's useless. Anybody telling you that they can project what should happen Sunday or Monday, good luck to them. So now for gold, the same thing. We are crushing, we are crashing, we are destroying. It is a very simple agenda. Everything that is real, everything that is commodities, everything that is physical, we destroy. And everything that is phony baloney, such as paper, such as a bond, such as garbage, non-physical asset we buy. Therefore, now there is punishment going on in gold as well. Now, if we bring the daily chart, there is still a little bit of a hope in this disgusting gold. The hope is that volume on the way down, it is not there. That means the sell-off was done BS. It was done on a pre-holiday where nobody was around. They knocked it down on zero volume. And two, this could be a retracement of this last leg up from 1132 to 1200. Now we are retracing some of it, and then possibly it could go back up. In any case, we should not at any cost break below 1160. If we break below 1160, we will be in trouble again. If we do hold above 1160, then this low volume crap of a Friday, it's irrelevant. We could reverse it in a heartbeat. As of right now, resistance number 1 becomes 1175. If we pierce through that, next level will be 1183, and after that we're gonna go tackle 1190 level. On the way down, 1160 is very, very important. If that level doesn't hold, next will be 1149, 1150. So it is going to be a very interesting coming week. They definitely used this low participation pre-holidays light volume trading to definitely create a lot of damage, especially to gold and oil. Next week will be an interesting one. Let's see what happens. You guys have a great holidays. Talk to you Monday.